Hello, I'm Sue Ellen Rasmusen. I was born June 20th, 1938 in Cobden, Illinois, to Tom and Kula Milton. I have a sister and a brother and me. And I was the brat. Because I was a baby, that was it. You know, well, not really a brat, just a baby. I lived in Yellow Springs, Ohio for many, many years. Grew up most of my life in Yellow Springs, Ohio. Then we moved to Trinity. I lived in Sacramento for a little while, and then we moved to Trinity, where Napa and Trinity, yeah. Those are the places that I have lived. My mother was a fabulous cook, whether it was something sweet or something regular. Well, my mother made the most fabulous divinity in the whole wide world. Yes, she did. Just a marvelous lady, my mother. My dad was pretty special too, though. My dad worked 2 jobs, and my mother tried to take care of everything at the house because Dad worked all the time. And but I had a good life. I had a good sister and a good brother and a good life. Holidays were really special, that's for sure. And Santa coming was something we all look forward to. Always creeping up in the middle of the night to see if he had come, and getting into trouble because we were up when we shouldn't have been. Well, my best friend was Nancy, and her mother was probably a better friend than she was. I loved her mother. Her mother took care of both of us. They lived in a chicken coop, and my mother didn't think they were good enough for me. And I told my mother they were the best people that she would ever know. And they were. They were marvelous people. We had a great time together. We hung out together, not really particularly any one place. We just went places together and had a lot of fun together. We went to dances at the community center and things like that, and had a lot of fun. I liked the boys, they liked me, so it was great. I went to El Camino High School most of my life, but then I got married and I went to Kim and I moved into Sacramento, so I graduated from Sacramento High. But my heart was at El Camino with my friends. Oh, absolutely not. I would have gotten killed. Even after I was married, I went to school to get my education. I didn't go because I had to go. I went because I wanted my education. You know, I never really dated that much. I had a few friends before Dad, but once I met him, that was it. There was nobody else ever. I went up to shoot a basketball in high school, came down, they took me to the hospital, and I was in the hospital bed next to his mother. And that night the first night he came to visit her. After that, he came to visit me. I was 15, we got married when we were 17. And that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship that we had for almost 60 years. So we were lucky people. Well, which one?
Did you have more than one wedding?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we got married in Reno. And then when we got back from Reno, I went to church, and I didn't even know it, but the pastor had invited everyone. And so all of my friends and family were there, and we had a nice ceremony there, getting us married with the pastor and the pastor of my choice for sure. So it was a good time. I had a good life. I can never complain. I had the most wonderful husband in the entire world, and we had a really good life, 4 beautiful sons, and now all my beautiful grandchildren. So I was a blessed lady. When we were 18 and a half, something like that, that was my son Kim Jr., of course. Had Kyle and Britt and Kent. Oh, my sons were the highlight of my life. I love them. I will always love them. And nothing can ever take away the love that you have with your children. Well, Uncle Kim kind of had to be the big brother. So he was a little tougher. And then came Kyle, who was so full of everything, and I didn't think anybody could be as full of everything until his youngest brother came, and he was full of everything and anything you could think of that kid could get into. In the meantime, I had Britt in between, and Britt was like this perfect little angel. And then here came Kent. Oh my God. But you know what? He's the love of my life. Oh. I can't tell you, I wanted a girl so bad. I could taste it. I prayed for a girl. But you know what? I would never trade one of my boys for anybody else. And they all gave me beautiful ladies, so what more can I ask for? You mean what a fabulous person he was? He was a pretty nice guy. And he loved the grandchildren, and they loved him. And my husband was just a wonderful person. The people loved him, and let me tell you, I loved him. And we just had a good life together. What more can I say? Just being together with you kids, doing the fun things we did. We always had parties and always included the grandchildren, and those are my favorite memories, the times we spent together. A better man they did not make than your grandpa. So I was a lucky lady. You know, we met at 15 and never looked any other way, either one of us, for 60 years. So, okay, we had a big place in Trinity. We had 15 and a half acres. I think we paid $8,000 for it and sold it for $300,000 when we sold it. So we made a pretty good profit, you would say, after living there years and years and years and years. It's a beautiful place, and we loved it. It's a family area where everybody's family and everything went through the Grange, and we just had a great time doing things together with other people. Our friends were more important than places. That was the main thing with us. We spent the afternoons at the bowling alley with all of our friends, bowling and drinking and having fun. I bowled so terrible, you know. One time I actually bowled like a 229 or something, and I thought that was pretty fantastic. But that was a one-time shot. Usually I bowled in the 119, 130, somewhere in there most of the time. But every now and then I'd put one out there, and it really helped the team when you put one out like that when you don't have a good average, you know. So they liked me on the team for that reason. Oh, we used to have every year a Halloween party. And we had costume parties, and if you didn't come in costume, you couldn't get through the front door. And if you ever saw some of those costumes, you would absolutely be amazed. Oh, they were everything from Dracula to the witches, and everything you could think of were at that costume party, and everyone absolutely had a ball. One year I was Anne Margaret, and you know, I've never been a redhead, but I dyed my hair red that day to dress up as Anne Margaret, and my friend begged me to never take it back to blonde. He wanted me to stay Anne Margaret for the rest of my life. And I said, no, I like being Suzie Rasmusen. I don't want to be Anne Margaret. I like my life. I don't need anybody else's life. I started out in this little coffee shop called Scotty's, and I worked for him. And one day this man came in and he said, you don't belong here. You need to come to Safeway, where you can make money and benefits and have everything that comes along with it. And I said, well, how do you know they're going to hire me? He said, I guarantee you they're going to hire you. And so he told me where to go, and I went with 10 friends, and I was the only one that got a job out of the 10 of us. So it was a good thing. I spent 30 years of my life at Safeway, 30 good years, because I love people. And thank God people like me, so I had a great time. We just had a good time enjoying each other. My schedule when I was a working mom was absolutely crazy. Up early in the morning, getting everything ready so I could take off and go work 8 hours, and come back and be mom and have dinner ready on time. And it never came that I didn't have dinner ready on time, because that was my job. My mom taught me that. Doesn't matter if you're going to work or not. Your job as a mother is the most important thing. And so I always took that quite seriously, and that was my most important thing. So I used to take care of everybody's kids during the day, and then I'd go to work at night. I started out as a checker, and then I became the file maintenance clerk. And I was file maintenance clerk the last of my years there. And the people hated it, because they would come in and they were used to me being up front. And when you're file maintenance, you're in the back. So they would come from 40 miles away, and they would request, "Where is Suzie?" And they would make them bring me out of the back room up to meet them and say hi to them. And it made you feel good to know people really cared for you. And I think they cared for me because I cared for them. Let me tell you, it took me at least 10 to 12 hours to stuff the stockings for my children and my grandchildren. And I shopped all year long to be sure that I could get something special in each stocking. And the kids looked more forward to their stocking than they did their presents. And we had a great time together. I was absolutely a blessed person. Pork chops.
How about your favorite candy?
He used to call me pork chops because I ate so many pork chops. My favorite candy? Probably my mother's homemade divinity. Oh gosh, it's terrible, because I like that aggravation where we make each other angry, you know? And see who can get the angriest without really losing it. Aggravation is a lot of fun. If you never had it, you need to get you a board, get in and try it, be with your family, find out who's really the nice guy and who isn't the nice guy in your family, because, oh man, you will find out. You know what? I mean, this is ridiculous, but I've liked The Young and the Restless all of my life. And I've watched it since day one, since it started. And my one son, he always says, "I remember the day John Fitzgerald Kennedy died, you and I were watching The Young and the Restless." And he always remembered that all of his life, you know. And that's always been our soap opera, and it's still around, so it must have been a good one, huh? Oh, the Giants? Absolutely. The San Francisco Giants are my favorite sports team of all time. Baseball is my favorite sport. And I guess that's because that's where we always played, where we went. We went many, many times to Giant stadiums to the games, and had fun there. Oh, forget the Seahawks. I told you the Giants are it. Football's all right, but it's not my sport. The 49ers are okay, and if I root for a team, now I have to root for the Mariners, you know, because I'm on Washington. And you do adjust. It might not be your favorite thing, but you adjust. I will always be a Giants fan, and that's the only time I will not root for the Mariners if they beat the Giants. I will root for my Giants. You know, I have no idea what made me start to like clowns, but I had a clown collection like nothing you would. Oh, it was fabulous. And every time I had a birthday or something, I got a new clown, and I got some clowns cost $400 or $500, and they were just absolutely part of our lives. They were in our house. Everybody enjoyed them, and when I left, the kids all took them. I had some Emmett Kellys that were pretty special. I had a lot of clowns, and I enjoyed all of them because I like things that make people happy, and that's why I like clowns. Probably losing my son. I lost my son, and that was the hardest one. Oh, he was a great kid. He had a wonderful heart. And I guess God just needed a special angel, so that's why he took him up there to take care of things for him. But he was a wonderful young man. And that's the hardest thing. The hardest thing in your life is to lose your mate. I'm not kidding you. But losing my son was pretty traumatic. But losing my husband was everything. You know, he was fabulous. got really sick. Now, when somebody gets sick, you have no desire to see them suffer. So when the Lord took him over, I said, thank you, God. Thank you for taking him home, because he didn't belong here anymore. And that's what you have to think. When it's time for you to cross over, go with a smile on your face and know the gates of heaven are going to open up. And I tell you, you may not believe this, but we actually heard the gates of heaven open when he went through. You heard him playing, and we heard him go through. It was absolutely the most beautiful thing I can ever remember. It's him going through those gates and knowing that he was going to be with his Jesus because he loved him. We were miles away, but all the kids came home to be with Grandpa. And it was absolute. Everybody was nestled in that room, and the pastor was there, and everybody was holding hands around the room. And that pastor came in and he said, you know what? I've attended a lot of places, but this is the most beautiful place I've ever been. He said, there is so much love in this room that my heart will be filled for a long, long time. And that's the way it was, and that's the way we still are. We love each other. And that's what makes life go round and round, is the love we have for each other. Well, you know, I've gone a lot of places in the world, and I just think to travel anywhere that I can go and have fun with my friends. Getting to see my great-great-great-grandchildren. How's that?
That's a good one.
Words of wisdom are, money is nothing if you don't have love and family. Love and family is the basis for everything there is. Without that, there is nothing. Be the richest man alive and have nothing, but if you are rich with family, you are rich with everything. The only advice I could ever give anyone is to be yourself, but learn to be happy. Learn to smile, learn to care, and learn to love. And once you've learned that, you've learned everything. One thing I could always do is talk. Oh, Jesus. You don't want that, do you? I can't help it, it's just me.
It's important to get that laugh.
Thank God I can still laugh. That's all I have to say.
Happy 80th, Grandma. So many memories to talk about. All the games we played, of course, aggravation, but chicken foot dominoes, Jackson jokers. So many great times around the game table. And then, of course, other times around the table eating, especially breakfast. Go out and pick blackberries all day on the river and then have blackberry pancakes for breakfast with, of course, the perfect bacon. Only Grandma can cook bacon the right way. I can't even figure it out yet. I'm pretty good in the kitchen. Cannot figure out bacon the way Grandma was doing it. Geez. But more than anything, Grandma, it's the warmth that you gave and your laughter and your love. It's everything, Grandma, and I've appreciated it through the years, and I'll continue appreciating it until you're going to keep on ticking, and we're happy to have you here, and I love you so damn much, and happy 80th again.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. One of my favorite things about you is when you scratch my back. You are the best back scratcher there is in this world, and it's probably one of my most favorite things in the world, so thank you. One of my most favorite memories is with the stockings, Christmas stockings. As a child, that when I think of my favorite memories, that is definitely at the top. And I hope that when I'm a grandma, I can continue the tradition that you have and fill the stockings with all kinds of great things. And it's just a memory that I'll never forget as a kid, going to your house, and the anticipation of waiting for everybody to get their stockings was wonderful. So anyways, I wish you the very happiest of birthdays. I'm glad that we all get together and celebrate with you, and I look forward to hearing your laugh. Love you. Bye.
Tosh, what's your favorite thing about Grandma Sue?
Probably her laugh. It's super fun.
Awesome.
Grandma, happy 80th birthday from Hope and I. A memory of that always makes me smile when I think of you is one time when you were watching me when I was younger. I begged you and begged you to let me eat ice cream for breakfast, and you finally caved and let me eat it. And it was always our little secret, but not anymore. Oopsie. So happy birthday. Love you so much.
Hi Grandma, this is Jake. I'm excited to spend your birthday with you, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you. My favorite memory of you is probably coming to all my games and those classic sayings I always say, like, "We're back in fire now! You can do it!" So, yeah, so I just want to say that, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you.
Hello, Grandma. It's Julia. My favorite memory of you is when you took me to get my ears pierced, and I was really scared, but you held my hand and made me not cry. So happy birthday. I'm glad you're here, and I love you.
Tegan, why do you love Gigi?
Because she plays games with me.
Aww.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. We love you very much. I miss you very much. I have a lot of wonderful memories of you. It's hard to choose just one, but some things I will always remember for the rest of my life are your laugh. Your big, beautiful, joyous laugh, your hugs, your loving, compassionate embrace and presence, and I've learned so much from you about how to love and be compassionate and kind, and I really appreciate all your wisdom that you continue to offer on how to be an open-hearted, loving human being who loves not just your family, but every person you meet and know. So thank you. I love you so much. Happy birthday! Can I say happy birthday to Great Grandma Sue?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Bye.
Hi everybody. Hi Grandma. I was asked to share a few thoughts, some memories about our time together. Apparently it's on short notice. As you can see, I'm here at work. Grandma, the first thing that comes to mind is resting my head on your voluptuous breasts on the way to Trinity, time and time again. Would put me to sleep like a baby, even though I wasn't a baby. Then we'd get there and I'd watch you make 70, 80, 90 pancakes for our whole family out of the back of your camper. Awesome, good times. That segued into being there with you the day we found Trinity, being part of building the dam up there, everybody that came together, you holding down the fort in the camp and making it all happen. Awesome times. I remember getting sandwiched between you and Grandpa on your waterbed, which was a terrible idea. I don't know whoever invented waterbeds, but hopefully you can't find a waterbed anymore, anywhere. They're terribly dangerous. That was fun. You ruled with an iron fist, but you had even more of a velvet glove. So, you wouldn't let me get away with anything, but boy, you sure loved me, and I always knew that. Cookie Grandma. Loved coming to Cookie Grandma's house. I love the privilege of being able to spend a few Christmas Eves with you and stuffing all those stockings. Oh my God, you probably don't miss those stockings, but those are some of the coolest memories that I have. And when I think about traditions that I want to create for my kids and what I hope that my life looks like when I'm a grandparent, those kind of things, I hope that my kids look forward to that, and my grandkids. In broad strokes, that's probably some of the greatest things that you did for me and everybody else, is help teach us about how important some of these traditions are and how important family is, not to lose sight of that. I really had a great time in Mazatlan with you. I wrote this really long list of things that I enjoy, but in my mind's eye, I have this collage of your laughter and your big hugs and your thoughtfulness, and I was always very proud to be with you and be around you, and love the time I got to spend with you and Grandpa. And it's important for you to know that although I've lived down here for a long time now, and there's this great separation between me and all my family up there. I frequently think about my childhood and the times that I spent with you guys, and I'm very aware of how important you were to me then, how important you are to me now. And I hope that you don't ever feel like, because there's thousands of miles between us, that you know, our hearts aren't always connected, because I love you, and you can call me anytime if you want to come visit. We got two spare bedrooms anytime. Anyways, I'm babbling. So I love you, Grandma. I'm glad you made it down. I hope we're all having a good time today. I'm sure we are. I can't wait to see you guys. Bye.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma Fair.
Want to sing our happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma Fair. Happy birthday to you.
We love you, Grandma. Happy 80th. Mwah. Blur kiss.
Thing about Gigi is when she laughed really loud, and River, happy birthday.
And what?
Happy birthday.
What do you love about Gigi?
Because she always laughs about me.
What's one of your favorite things about Gigi?
My favorite thing that I used to go over and pet her kitten.
Yeah, what else?
She used to have dinner with us.
Why do you love Gigi?
Because she's so nice. Happy birthday. Because when you watch the Giants with all of my family. Happy birthday, Gigi.
What else? What else do you love about Gigi?
I love that you let me pet your kitten.
What else?
That's all. Happy birthday.
So I would have to say my most memorable moment of Grandma Sue, or the things that remind me of her, would be her amazing laugh and her foul mouth and her loving heart and how great of a family that she has raised, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it. And all the Christmases and holidays spent at the house, and how everybody had their own coffee mug with their name on it and their own handmade Christmas stockings, and just all the love that she put into our family. And I love you, Grandma. Happy birthday. And you deserve everything and more. I love you so much. And my most favorite quote that she says, "Kids, cover your ears," is "Fuck that shit, Kim." That's my favorite quote. And I'm also blessed because without you, Grandma, we all would not exist. And this is the newest addition to the family, Baby Trey. And he loves you too. You tell her you love her. Happy birthday, Grandma Gigi. We love you. Mwah.
Tell a funny joke. Nope, no joke. No.
What? Out of here. That's terrible. Don't make me look like
Have
that.
a good time, Grandma.
Oh, Michelle, don't do that to me.
You may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. can promise you now, this love that I feel for you always will be. Well, you're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on the body, makes the young girl's brown hair turn gray. Well, honey, I don't care. I ain't in love with your hair. And if it all fell out, well, I'd love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on memory, make people forget things they knew. Well, it's easy to see it's happening to me. I've already forgotten every woman but you. Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful,
just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we had for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. We are family. I can hear you guys. Get up everybody and sing. We have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, y'all. Get up everybody and sing. Hey, hey, we are family. I got my sisters with me. I got all my sisters with me. We are
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.